Hey, what is going on, beautiful people? We got Dr. DeLon here, myself, and the wonderful Dr. Jamie Wilkie. We are here today as a part of this new movement in precision medicine. We are introducing the PGx Accelerator. Man, I cannot wait to share you how much good, awesome stuff we have in store today. So before I go too much into the weeds, you may be wondering, what is the hype? What do we have? And trust me, it's something you don't want to miss. So grab your seat, sit on down. You're going to learn some amazing bombs we're going to drop today and show you the path that pharmacists can take while they matriculate into the world of genetic testing, pharmacogenomics, and more importantly, freeing themselves from their 9 to 5 and growing their brand. All right, so Jamie, go on ahead and top us off.
Thank you so much, DeLon. I'm so excited to partner not only with you, but Dr. Howard McLeod, who can't join us for our intro, but you'll be seeing him in our future videos, because our goal over the next 3 weeks is to teach you all about the future of pharmacy and the future of precision medicine, and how now is the right time to adapt your career and to really be the change you're looking for in your community. Both of us have done it. Howard is the #1 PGx expert in the United States. You're in really good hands. We have so much to teach you this week, so we invite you to follow along over the next 3 weeks. We have 10 videos coming your way. We're going to teach you some tidbits, what we've learned along the way, and invite you to join us in this movement in pharmacy.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. So, particularly today, what we experienced ourselves and know is in the back of your mind is, how the heck do I get this thing started? How do I grow my own PGx brand? And honestly, it gets really easy to get lost in the sauce on this process. So, we're going to show you some of the pitfalls that some pharmacists have actually fallen prey to. In fact, myself have done the very same thing. We're going to show you the headaches that we've had so you don't have to live that yourselves. And that's the beauty of being a part of our PGx Accelerator. So Jamie, what's one thing that kind of stood out for you in your beginning days and getting things started? Like, what was something that just really was a huge headache for you to maneuver?
For me, #1 was just feeling overwhelmed, feeling like I know where I want to be, but I don't know how to get there. And there's so much, and I'm a pharmacist. I want to get everything perfectly right. So it was easy to stay in toxic perfectionism and never take the first step to go out and start helping people. Because as you know, DeLon, pharmacogenomics is a very big field, and there's a lot to cover, and you can spend a lifetime mastering the science. And so it's very easy to feel overwhelmed, not only within the science of pharmacogenomics, but how to roll it out and how to start being that help for your patients in your community. All those logistics, especially for me as a pharmacist who had only worked previously in a W-2 job. I didn't have any entrepreneur experience. Putting yourself out there and doing it in a smart way felt overwhelming for me. I don't know about for you.
Oh gosh, definitely feel that. So overwhelming, feeling like you're in a silo, not having a community. I didn't have the awesome Jamie Wilkie yet. Like, I was still like, what is out here? And so having that can give so much peace of mind when you're in the thick of it, and trying to not make mistakes so that you can, of course, grow your practice. For me, one of the biggest pitfalls I fell into was easily underselling my services. I didn't know where to begin when it came to pricing. I didn't know anything about billing insurance as much, or if I could, or what provider was needed, what type of stuff was needed for that documentation to go through. And I had no idea. And so there were mistakes that I made, especially where I was charging clients 10 times less than what I should be charging for longer periods of time. So it was a part of me understanding the value that I was conveying, and I didn't know how much I was conveying. And that has led to momentous changes in my pricing model now, and why geriatrics is still growing as we speak using this different mindset. Yeah, what's another one that jumps out for you?
Yeah, exactly. Jumping on what you said, to feel like I could grow a profitable practice that wasn't just pharmacogenomics testing and one and done, that I had a variety of services that I, as a pharmacist, could create with my community, to create long-term recurring revenue, and to help long-term rather than to just provide a silo of testing. And a part of that was just navigating working with labs, because I had never worked with a lab before. I bet you hadn't either. And
No.
navigating what's a good lab, what's a great lab, what
Yeah.
are all the nuances of physically working with them, with their workflow and the extent of their panel and all the details. I had no clue. And so I felt really
Yeah.
overwhelmed with, who am I linking arms with here? What contracts am I signing? What am I getting myself into? Felt enough to shut me down. That just the lab space, especially now after COVID, is just exploding into pharmacogenomics
Oh,
to
yeah.
me sort through all of that.
Yeah, there is a ton of noise out there. I mean, there's so many to vet. There's so many to follow up with and ask the right questions. In fact, in the beginning, I didn't know what questions to even ask. I was just like, yeah, well, can we just tell me what you do and how does this fit in with my model? Because I really don't know. But truthfully, you nailed it. It's a lot out there. There's a lot of confusion, and not everyone's legit. Which you didn't realize there was much shadiness a little bit to that side of PGX, and it took me a while to realize, hey, we got to change the name of this and show people the ethical side of this that makes it work and makes it sustainable for our patients and our communities.
Yes, and speaking along those lines, that's something that I also felt was a barrier before, was the past of PGX, that labs would come in and charge a lot of money and test all the patients, and then nothing would happen as a result. And so our goal for PGX is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is not a quick buck to earn as a pharmacist. No way. This is providing patients care that will impact the rest of their life, and to truly treat them with that understanding, and to really help them, and to create a robust practice based on helping patients and providing other pharmacist-led services too for the complete patient understanding, right? Rather than just quick test off to the next one. Don't you agree, DeLon?
I completely agree, and that's the beauty about what we do, is we're not just providing a service, we're re-educating people. We're giving them the value of our expertise. Like, you get the warm fuzzies of being a pharmacist all over again, and that's something that you kind of miss out when you're doing the same old mundane stuff every day. So that's what gives me joy, is just having people's ears perk up when they see what a pharmacist can do and how we can change lives for the better. So that sustainability piece, the health equity piece, is actually what stood out for me. Is we know we all have different genes, different bodies, but if we have different backgrounds and ethnicities, I love giving people who don't have access the tools to see how this can really change their life. So I love it.
Exactly. And I know for you, changing your mindset was a really big part of that. And you kind of alluded to it. Would you talk more about that, DeLon, of the mindset that had to shift from being a pharmacist who gives their information away for free to charging a fair and reasonable price for your education and for the value you're bringing to patients' lives?
Absolutely. Especially if I'm running a concierge business, you can't just do it for pennies, right? So for me, I had the mindset initially of thinking, hey, let me just charge a little bit more than my usual hourly rate, right? You're thinking, I'm cool with the extra 7 or 10, 12 bucks in my usual wage. And I was charging for the time it took me to do my consults, where I should have been charging my expertise, my 8 to 10 years of schooling, my experience in retail, my experience maneuvering patient copays and understanding medication management, de-prescribing. These are the skill sets that are soft skills, but they're not what's really being sold. And at the time, my mindset was, hey, it's a little bit more than last time, so I'm good. Yeah. And that was so wrong. Like, it was just, no, you gotta charge your value, charge for your expertise, and then charge, of course, what's gonna be really critical for the patient's well-being. And so my mindset was, but we're all working on each other, right? But it took me a good 1.5 2 years to really change that old mindset I had, because guess what? They don't teach you this stuff in school. It'd be nice, but hey, we're in debt for what reason? I don't know. But no, look, really, we have all this expertise, and I had no idea how to convey the value of it. I had no idea how to tell doctors, look, this is going to help save your patients' lives. This is going to help reduce unnecessary medical visits, right? Having that confidence and that mindset shift was lacking. And guess what? the biggest and last thing I want to mention was how much I didn't have a community of mentors. I didn't have awesome coaches like Dr. Jamie Wilkie, right? I didn't have any of that. It was kind of like, let's see what's in the ocean. And when you start from the bottom up, so to speak, you really start to appreciate later how much just that sounding board is just necessary to really level up your experience and really 10x your potential.
Exactly. And that's the reason we came together, is to combine our combined experience as well as other experts in the field to get you farther than you could get alone, and to keep pushing forward what a pharmacist can do and make it as easy as possible to unlock those doors that are there in front of you.
Yeah.
You may not see a way around.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So you really touched on really what I appreciated was the feeling overwhelmed, and that's how I felt when I was feeling so alone. But yeah, what else kind of comes up to your mind in your beginning days of just entrepreneurship? Any pitfalls that kind of jumped out at you as well?
So, in addition to feeling overwhelmed and just not knowing how to navigate the logistics of labs, also not having a prescriber who I could be a sounding board and who was supportive from the beginning to guide me through how to talk with other prescribers and to be the support for me as a clinician to work together. And so, having a prescriber who you can work collaboratively together with has been amazing. So you each see how you're benefiting patients from your own perspective, and that it's not a turf war, and truly helps benefit the patients as a collaborative team to bring a pharmacist into that healthcare team. That was huge for me.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. There's so many hoops without one sometimes. And so having that peace of mind and then showing them how he can teach other providers about that impact you've had and maybe grow other clinics, that is invaluable. And that's going to keep you sustainably in business, which I also love too. So kudos, Jamie. But yeah, the pitfalls are honestly endless. And we're here to help people avoid that headache, avoid those steps, and more importantly, avoid wasting money doing the same things we did. We don't want anyone to deal with that. And so that's the beauty of the PGx Accelerator. We're literally giving you the cheat code to starting your own business and launching it ASAP. No barriers. We'll help you through if there's anything that comes up. But this is a community of closed doored, really, really amazing pharmacists who want to give that next level of helping you escape your 9 to 5 and make your own brand in your own business.
Yeah, and the pharmacists we're looking to work with and those who are most interested to teach through this series of videos over the next few weeks are those who have already started taking the steps to create a consulting practice and to either show you how pharmacogenomics can pair into what you're doing, or if you're already in this niche world, how to grow and move your momentum forward. Because we both have started out as entrepreneurs and started working with clinics and working with patients, and know at some point you get stuck and it's hard to scale. And so we're looking here to help you to really scale and to really make you the emerging leader that you feel you are. You just have some obstacles in front of you that they feel like you can't get around.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what is more invaluable than having people, the awesome Jamie, Howard McLeod, and myself, who you can have in your back pocket while you're going through this? I mean, who other else in this field of pharmacy is leading the game like this? There are tons of amazing, awesome people, but we're going to give it all to you in just one place with our PGx Accelerator. So are you the one? What are your thoughts? Let us know. Definitely take the time to subscribe, like, and follow to our PGx Accelerator page. We're going to keep dropping amazing videos just like this that you can use today to help grow your practice.
Yes, so keep following this PGx Accelerator page here on LinkedIn. And as the days go, we're going to provide more ways to stay in touch and to share your interest with us, because we know there's an army of you out there. We're really excited to help you take it to the next level. Stay tuned here and a couple times a week, because we're going to keep throwing out new videos and are really excited to teach you more.
You know it. Jamie, as always, a pleasure being on board with you. Howard is here in spirit, and this is Dr. DeLon again of the PGx Accelerator Group. I hope this was helpful for you guys. What was a touch point that resonated with you? Comment below. Let us know. We've been there, so we want to know how you feel. You guys stay tuned for more and make sure you follow our page.
Absolutely.
All righty. See you guys. Have a good one.
Bye.